video, we're going to talk about some innovative applications of these concepts. We have a system of integrating these things. Of course, the first step is always at the individual player level. We want our player to have a specific set of skills and capabilities, and then we build on that. So we're going to show you some things to install it at the team level. Of course, at the team level, you have to be able to use these things in a very creative way, to use them where it's very much player-centric. Things happen too fast in the box, and we want our players to have not so much a set of plays, but a set of principles by which they make read and react decisions in real time. We're going to show you a few of these right now and what they look like as we install them. The first thing is a typical give and go. Most of you are familiar with how a give and go works, but we'll show you some of the principles that apply when we run a simple give and go. So for instance, we have the ball up top. Everything in our offense initiates with a pass, unlike the traditional field offense that initiates with a carry down the alley. So here we initiate with a pass. As I pass the ball, I always cut to the goal. That's one of our principles. When you pass the ball, you goal cut. When you goal cut, you just don't cut in front of the defender though, you cut behind the defender, so you occupy him, you force him to cover you. So that's another one of our principles. For the man receiving the ball, his first principle is always to look back from where the ball came from, because I'm goal cutting every time I pass the ball, so we don't want to miss that simple give and go. So as I goal cut on the backside of my defender, he'll throw that ball back to me. If I'm open, then I'll take the shot on the cage. From a give and go, we'll build on that then to what we call a simple pick and roll. On the pick and roll, everything, again, it will initiate with a pass. We'll pass the ball down. I cut on the backside of the defender. But this time, I'm covered. My defender has me covered. My next option in the offense is to come over and set a pick. So this defender will scrape off me, this attacker. He'll scrape off of me, and then I will roll to the cage as he comes up the alley with the ball. From there, we can install some additional innovations from that by adding the pass to the pick and the roll. So we'll initiate with a pass down the alley. I'll goal cut behind the defender. I'm occupying my defender, but I'm covered. I come over, I set the pick. He'll come off and scrape off that pick. I'll roll, but this time I'm open. He'll pass me the ball, and I'll finish on the cage. So you can see that we're incrementally building a capability here that allows us and allows our players, more importantly, to make decisions in real time about what is open, what's available. This next option is good because if you're running a lot of picks and rolls, defenders tend to fall into the trap of thinking everything is a pick. So here, we'll sidewind back, we'll initiate with the pass, he looks back at me, I'm cutting on the backside of my defender, I'll come over here and set the pick, but as I'm coming over and I'm reading the defense, I decide to slip to the cage, and he'll pass to me, and I'll finish on the cage. So there's a situation where we're reading what's happening. The defender got lulled into thinking it was going to be a pick, and I just slipped to the cage. Finally, the last option that we'll have, or we'll introduce today anyway, is a repick. So it looks the same in terms of how it starts off. We'll start with the pass. There'll be a goal cut here. I occupy the defender. I'll come over and set the pick. He'll scrape off that pick. There'll be a switch. So I'll read that, and I'll just step right back up behind him, repick, and he'll go to the outside to the cage, and he'll finish from there. So what you can see is an incremental ability to read a situation, take inventory, and then make your decision in real time about what makes sense. We'll show you what this looks like in a drill. We're going to show this first drill at half speed. Tyler's going to throw the ball down to Sal as he sidewinds. He's going to goal cut, and it's a give and go. So the ball's going to come right back to Tyler. He's going to look at the cage, and he's going to fake the goalie, and he's going to finish right there. So it's a simple give and go, following our principles, cutting on the backside of the defender, looking back to the man who passed the ball, and goal cutting when you make a pass. Here's what it looks like. So you can see by those set of drills how we've taken the concepts from the individual level and built them up into a team level. The next step, and you'll see this in the next video, is we'll take those team level concepts, put them into an offensive setting, and we'll do that in the field.